We're going to continue our discussion with our UNLV students, Adam, Valentina, and Nesko, on the Solar Decathlon project. We're going to segue into our electric vehicles by talking about the transportation aspect of the Solar Decathlon. What can you folks tell us about that?
Sure. So as part of the number of contests that we have at the Solar Decathlon competition, one of them is actually charging and operating an electrical vehicle, which adds a little bit of extra strain on the energy balance that we have to have for the entirety of the competition. And so every single day for 5 days we have to drive our electrical vehicle for about 25 miles. And then from there we actually have to charge it at night or during the day and figure out what the best time to charge the vehicle and then reuse it the following day. And at the end of the competition we actually have to fully charge the vehicle, so it kind of limits us as far as how large of a battery pack we can install on the vehicle.
Wow, that's exciting. What have you figured out about best time of day to charge the vehicle?
So right now with the different competitions that we have throughout the day, our best time right now is at night, where we're going to have the lowest cost per kilowatt hour, and so that seemed to be the best time for us to actually charge our vehicle versus during the regular day where we have a lot of different contests as well as public touring. We'll have to condition the home once the touring is over.
Great, great. Stan, you got any input on that?
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
over there nodding and maybe you're just dying.
I'm loving this. This is great. Yeah, and what's so great about your home is it's modeled after real world conditions here in the desert, Mojave Desert, and it's a sustainable home. But it's the synergy that you use solar. You've got 6.8 kilowatt solar system on the roof, photovoltaic panels on top, and then you've got the Tesla Powerwall, 13.5 kilowatt hours of battery backup. So you've always got, you can go off grid with that. It sounds like in a utility grid blackout or that sort of situation. But you over-engineered the solar so you could handle the electric car. Adam was telling me up to 30 kilowatt hour battery pack in electric car. So that meets Nissan Leaf, BMW i3, Ford Focus EV. So many of the common electric cars out there will work off that system then. So it's great to see the data that you're going to be gathering from this that anybody can use here to design their own home if they're doing a custom home or for our home builders in here as well.
So this is a true living package of not just a home, but a lifestyle that people can adopt.
Absolutely.
And tell us a little bit more about living in this home. I'm sure it's not for just the over 50s, but even though you've designed it and are focusing on that target market.
Yeah, definitely. I think that one of the biggest aspects of the home is, we do call it, aging in place, but it's also about active aging and just anyone, whether it be someone with a disability, someone who just wants to, reduce their footprint and just live in a smaller home that's actually fully automated. It's really something that anyone could really live in. And then our hopes for the home is that it could actually be studied and all the data we collect and any data anyone else wants to collect can actually be compiled. And then potentially there could be communities of these homes, and this really becomes something that would be really great to have here in the desert.
So you could apply this knowledge that you're gaining on the Solar Decathlon in designing and building an entire neighborhood or an entire city, if you would, of these types of efficient homes and have a great lifestyle home as well.
Yeah, and I think one of my favorite parts of the home in itself is it has a lot of decking all around the home. And then really one of the primary reasons we did that is because many times when people are in nursing homes, they'll be in their own little individual rooms and their only socializing will take place in a common area. What these decks really allow, and especially in Vegas where most of the time you could comfortably be outside, is you could actually have these decks touching and you can have a communal type of area and then maybe something in the middle for socialization, and it could really be a true community of these homes of like-minded people living together and just enjoying themselves.
So we could be building bridges socially as well as physically from deck to deck.
Oh, that's nice.
That's actually a Vegas contemporary design characteristic out here in the desert, the high overhang. So you really overhang the roof, so it actually goes like, I saw like 5 feet in front or something like that. So basically with pocket doors that you're using for the kitchen area, you can open those pocket doors, they fold into the wall, and then you expand your living space from 1,000 square feet out to double that, right, if you use the deck areas. around the house.
Absolutely, yeah. We have large glass sliding doors in the kitchen, the living area, to really open up the living space to the outdoors and have outdoor living, which is a big tenet, I think, of modern architecture from the 1950s up until today. So that's definitely something we've tried to build into the home.
Well, that's great to be able to get outside like that, and I've built 2 homes myself, and whenever I give tours of the home, I would always open the sliding glass door, take them outside, and go, here's my favorite room. So it's nice to be able to get outside and get some fresh air and what have you. We're going to move on. Anything else you want to add before we move away from the Solar Decathlon?
Just thank you to everyone who supported us, and if you guys are interested in continuing to support us, definitely look us up on social media, look us up on our website, and if anyone wants to come on with their little foam fingers and cheer us on while we're in Denver, the competition's October 5th through the 15th. There will be public hours which people will be able to tour not only our home but everyone else we're competing with. So just look us up, and if you are interested in supporting in any way, we greatly appreciate it, and thank you to anyone who's supported us thus far, because we wouldn't have made it this far without all of you guys.
Thank you. And I encourage everyone out there, all our listeners, to help these students and help UNLV become #1 again with your donations and your support. I want to move on and have Stan give us an update on electric vehicles and where are we today. But before he does, I want to also mention, don't forget April 26th is Green Fest in downtown Summerlin, and April 22nd. We want everyone to show up there. It's a lot of fun. We've got a lot of booths, food. The kids have a great time there. And with that, Stan, you got a little time here. Tell us about electric vehicles.
Yeah, thank you. At Greenfest 2017 on April 22nd, we'll also have our Drive Clean Energy exhibit. We call it Clean Energy Drive. So we'll have some cars there from Gaudin Porsche, Lexus, some of the car dealerships that people can see and walk around, slam the doors, kick the tires, that sort of thing. So and then make connections with the dealerships if you want to test ride of these. Last Thursday we did our Green Mixer. It's our monthly Green Alliance meeting for our 50 different partner businesses as part of the group, and we met at Tesla Motors at their service center over on Badura and Jones in Las Vegas here, and it was a really great get together. Our UNLV folks had our student team here had a chance to have a booth and present, but the Tesla Motor Service Center also gave free rides in the Model S and the Model X, and people got to experience some G-forces there, so that was a lot of fun. And then also they gave a presentation on the upcoming Model 3. Things are on track for that company to roll out the mid price range vehicle that they're hoping to sell for about $35,000 as a base price. So production for the pilot versions of that car are just starting this month, and then the Tesla Gigafactory up north, Reno Sparks area, is ramping up as well to make the battery packs for those cars. Panasonic, that is the partner with Tesla at the Gigafactory, has actually been hiring locally, both here and up in Reno. They get the factory gets a tax credit for every Nevadan they hire. So Panasonic Energy North America has been holding workshops around town and trying to recruit people. So if anybody's interested in that, PENA recruiting at us.panasonic.com is the place to email to set up an appointment. So lots going on. It's a really exciting time this year, and just seeing the UNLV team as a catalyst almost to making bringing together a lot of design features and learning from our sustainable building community, USGBC that Louise was from, the U.S. Green Building Council, and all the community here. It's really exciting and to see all that's happening.
Thank you, Stan. And I'd like to point out that if you'd like to see past shows of Shades of Green, you can go to shadesofgreen.com, shadesofgreenradioshow.com, and listen to all of our shows. And I want to thank our panelists this week and our guests and the radio station for letting us do this. And you all have a great week out there and stay green.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
All right, that concludes our show. Thanks for joining us.